Thank you, Leader Schumer, and I'm pleased to join my colleagues to talk about this. I think it is important we shine a light for the American public and our businesses and what's going on here. It's very simple. The fiscal policies of the Trump administration and the Republicans in charge are devastating American families and our small businesses, impacting negatively our economy. And I know, and I see it in Nevada every day. And it's not just the tariffs, and let me get to those, but it is just recently, we got from the JCT, the Senate Republicans, their idea to help American families, let's take it, help American families and small businesses, is to increase the deficit and the debt by $5.5 trillion so they can pass tax cuts for billionaires and wealthy individuals in this country. $5.5 trillion. That's not all, though. They've added another $1.5 trillion to those tax cuts. So now we're talking $7 trillion that the Senate Republicans, that's what they've pushed out there to pay for billionaires, give them the benefits, off the backs of hardworking Americans and our small businesses. That's exactly what's happening right here. And they are so bold about it that they're willing to even ignore past practices of the Senate and come up with some gimmick when it comes to math and say that, oh, it's not really happening. It is outrageous because at the end of the day, the tariffs and what we are going to be voting against today, it is actually harming Americans across the country. I know in Nevada, and I want to talk about that because I see it and I feel it every day. I get calls from Nevadans. I'm home with Nevadans. I'm talking with them. Let me just add one simple thing here and put it in perspective. Everybody knows Las Vegas. If you haven't been there, you're welcome to come. But everybody knows Las Vegas. You know that's the main revenue generator for our state, tourism and travel. Tourism and travel. Do you know what happens when you impose high tariffs, reciprocal tariffs on some of our allies like Canada? That means we're not seeing people traveling, international traveling, coming to Las Vegas and to this country. Do you know the United States benefits $12 billion from international travelers, over $20 billion annually in 2024. That's not happening now. I can tell you in my state, as I talk to folks in my hotels and casinos, and I talk to individuals who are focused on travel and tourism, we are not seeing that. We are seeing a downturn in the types of travel coming to Las Vegas. It is having a negative impact, not just directly for those businesses, but indirectly for the small businesses. And by the way, Donald Trump may think this is a short-term hurt, but what he doesn't realize is 90% of American small businesses say trade is an important function for their growth, and they have a profit margin that is very slim. They are not going to be able to survive whatever Donald Trump thinks that this is some short-term hurt. Small businesses, which are the backbone of our economy, are getting crushed right now. I know it because I just heard from my small businesses. One of them lost a contract with a Canadian contractor. We're seeing it all the time. Any of my small businesses that directly or indirectly deal in tourism travel, they're getting crushed. The tariffs, the policies of the Senate Republicans thinking they can add to the deficit and the debt to pay for, to help billionaires and the wealthy in this country on the backs of the American people and small businesses, it's just disgusting and outrageous. What we should be doing and what the Democrats have always been focused on is how do we lower those household costs for our families? How do we help those small businesses keep their doors open? And you don't just have to listen to what we're saying. Look at our past policies. Everything that we have worked on has been how to help those families and make sure they can have a better life. Make sure that their opportunities for them in this country still exist. So what we are doing today and will continue to do, and I'm proud to stand with my Senate colleagues, is to shine a light on the failed fiscal policies of this administration and the Senate Republicans in control that are harming our economy and, most importantly, harming our families and small businesses.
Senator Lujan.
Thanks.